Stop trying to think your dream life into existence. It isn't working. I know you have tried. You have spent years forcing positive thoughts. You have written your affirmations in your journal until your hand cramped up. You have visualized the money, the relationship, and the freedom until you know every detail by heart. And yet, look around you. The bank account hasn't changed. The relationship is still out of reach. The same frustrating patterns keep looping, over and over again. You aren't unlucky, and you certainly aren't broken. You are simply using the wrong tool. You are trying to power a whole city with a tiny AAA battery. You have been told that thoughts become things, but that is only half the truth. In the physics of creation, thoughts are electric. They send a signal out, but thoughts alone have no pulling power. They are just arrows shot into the dark. If you want to draw a new reality towards you, if you want to turn a possibility into something real, you can hold in your hand. You don't need electricity, you need magnetism. And the magnetic generator of your body is not in your head, it is in your chest. This is the secret that ancient traditions knew for thousands of years, and that modern science is finally admitting. The heart is not just a pump, it is a magnetic engine. According to science, the magnetic field produced by your heart is 5,000 times stronger than the field produced by your brain. 5,000 times. Think about that. Every time you try to manifest with your brain while your heart is closed, you are fighting a losing battle against your own biology. You are thinking wealth with a signal strength of 1, but you are feeling scarcity with a signal strength of 5,000. Which signal do you think the universe hears? The reason you are stuck isn't because you aren't thinking hard enough. It's because your broadcast signal is jammed. Today I am going to show you how to fix that signal. I am going to teach you about a specific magic number, a biological frequency called 0.1 Hz. When you hit this frequency, your heart and brain lock together and you finally turn on the magnet. Let's look at your life right now. For most of you watching this, your internal system is broadcasting static noise. This is simply how the modern world is designed. You wake up to an alarm. You check your phone immediately. You see a stressful email. You drink coffee to wake up. You sit in traffic. You worry about bills. Your body is in a constant subtle state of survival. When you are in survival mode, your heart rhythm becomes jagged and messy. Imagine taking a marker and scribbling frantically on a piece of paper. That is what your heart rate looks like when you are frustrated or rushed. Scientists call this incoherence. Whatever you want to call it, the result is the same. Your two internal operating systems, the gas pedal and the brake, are fighting each other. One part of you wants to go, the other part wants to stop. You are burning out the engine, but you aren't going anywhere. But here is the real danger. When your heart signal is chaotic like this, it scrambles your brain. Have you ever noticed that when you are stressed or angry, you can't think clearly? You say things you don't mean. You make bad decisions. That is because the heart literally sends a signal to the brain that says, shut down logic, we are in danger. In this state you cannot manifest. You can only survive. You can repeat your past, but you cannot create a future. The universe is like a giant mirror. It reflects back to you whatever signal you are sending. If you send out static noise, you get a static reality. You get chaos. You get more of the same problems you already have. So how do we stop the noise? How do we turn the dial from survival to creation? We have to find the frequency. There is a specific measurable state where the heart and brain stop fighting and start working together. It is like the Wi-Fi password to a better life, and that password is 0.1 Hz. So what is 0.1 Hz? It is a very slow, very specific rhythm. When you slow your breathing down and shift your focus in a specific way, your heart rate shifts. It stops looking like a jagged, messy scribble, and it starts looking like a beautiful, smooth ocean wave. This is called coherence. When you hit 0.1 Hz, something incredible happens in your body. Your heart and your brain synchronize. They get in sync. When this happens, the magnetic field of your heart expands. It literally stretches out up to 3 meters outside your body. You are no longer just a body in a room. You become a broadcasting tower. And here is the coolest part. This frequency, 0.1 Hz, happens to be the exact same frequency as the planet's magnetic field. It's the heartbeat of the Earth. So when you get into this state, you are not just fixing your body. You are getting in phase with nature. You stop swimming upstream. You start flowing with the current. This is what athletes call the zone. This is what monks call nirvana. In this state, there is no resistance. The signal is clear. The channel is open. And this is the only state where you can truly plant the seed for a new life. But here is where 99% of people fail. They learn how to breathe. They learn how to relax. They get into this perfect state, but then they broadcast the wrong message. They open the Wi-Fi connection, but they don't upload the file. Listen closely, because this is the missing piece of the puzzle. This is why your affirmations failed you. The universe does not respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. It responds to your signature. Think of it like a radio station. Your thought is the electrical charge. It provides the intention. It tells the universe what you want. I want financial freedom. I want a loving partner. But your feeling is the magnetic charge. It provides the energy. It is the force that pulls that event to you. Here is the tragedy. Most people try to manifest wealth while feeling lack. They sit there eyes closed thinking I am a millionaire, but their body is tight with anxiety about the rent. Their stomach is in knots. Their heart feels heavy. Their brain says wealth, but their heart screams poverty. You are broadcasting two different signals at the same time. You are jamming your own transmission. And remember, the heart is 5,000 times louder. So if you are thinking rich but feeling poor, you are manifesting poverty. Period. The universe hears the loudest signal. To bring your future to you now, you must learn to feel the emotion of the event before it happens. This is the rule. You must feel gratitude before the check clears. You must feel love before the partner arrives. You must feel whole before the healing occurs. Why? Because the moment you feel the gratitude, your body believes the event has already happened. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a real event and an emotion you created inwardly. When you feel thank you, your body relaxes. It stops wanting. It starts having. And when you are in the state of having, the resistance disappears. The timeline collapses. You magnetically pull the experience to you because you are finally a match for it. So how do we do this? How do we break the addiction to stress and synchronize the heart and brain right now? I am going to give you a protocol, a method. It is simple, but it requires your total attention. You can do this right now as you watch this video. But before we tune that frequency, do me a favor. If you are ready to stop the static and start creating, hit the like button. It helps this video find other people who need to hear this truth. And if you want to master your reality, make sure you are subscribed. Here are 3 steps. Step 1 is heart focus. I want you to shift your attention from your head to your heart. Physically feel the space in the center of your chest. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Don't just think about your heart. Be in your chest. Feel the fabric of your shirt. Feel the warmth inside your ribcage. If it helps, place your hand over your heart right now. This simple act tells your brain's fear center that you are safe. You are moving out of your head and into your power center. Step 2 is heart breathing. To access the 0.1 Hz rhythm, we need to slow your breathing down. Most of us breathe too shallow and too fast. We need to slow it down to a rhythm of about 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. Let's try it. Inhale slowly through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale slowly through your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Smooth and steady. No pauses at the top or bottom. Just a continuous flow. Imagine the breath is flowing in and out directly through your heart center. Imagine your heart is doing the breathing. This forces your nervous system to balance out. You are physically hacking your body to stop the stress response. Step 3 is heart feeling. This is the step most people miss. Breathing is not enough. You must activate the engine. While you breathe, I want you to invite in an elevated emotion. Don't force it. Just remember a moment. A moment you felt deep gratitude. Maybe it was the birth of a child. Maybe it was the moment you fell in love. Maybe it was a stunning sunset, or just petting your dog. Find that feeling. Hold it. Breathe it in. Turn up the volume on that emotion. Feel the appreciation for simply being alive. Feel it expanding in your chest. When you combine this intention, focusing on the heart, with this rhythm, the breathing, and this energy gratitude, you hit the signature. You enter coherence. You are now broadcasting at 0.1 Hz, with a signal that says thank you. And in the language of the universe, thank you implies it has already happened. This is how you change your life. You don't wait for the reality to change, so you can feel good. You feel good so the reality can change. You become the cause, not the effect. Here is the truth that the hustle culture will never tell you. You can work 18 hours a day. You can struggle and fight and force. But if your signal is static noise, you will only build a life of static. You will build a castle on a foundation of sand, and the first wave of stress will wash it away. Or, You can take 10 minutes a day to tune the instrument, to sync the brain and the heart, to enter the 0.1 Hz state. When you operate from here, things start to get weird in a good way. Luck becomes your baseline. You don't have to chase the future, because you are magnetically pulling it to you. So here is my challenge to you. For the next 3 days, do this protocol every single morning before you look at your phone. Just 10 minutes. Focus on your heart. Breathe slowly, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Feel sincere gratitude. Don't look for the result. Just tune the signal. Watch how the world responds to you. Watch how the traffic parts. Watch how the emails change. Watch how you feel. You are a creator, but only when you are connected. The switch is in your chest. Turn it on. Lock this in by typing in the comments, "My heart is my magnet."